Hi everyone, I want to show you how to create a rotated and flipped image. Like we've done in class, this might be used as part of your pop art project. So I've got a couple of images here that I want to show you this type of edit would work well with. Anything with leading lines where we're going to flip and they're going to join at the top and at the bottom will work really well. So this example of the poppies, this other example of the pier, where you've got something that is close to an edge will work really well. So I'm going to use my poppy picture first. You can see here I've edited my image, I've upped the vibrancy and edited the brightness and contrast. I'm just going to duplicate my background layer and use the filter and the filter gallery to add a cutout filter. Go down to filter gallery, and if my image loads up, you can see the blue bar at the bottom is loading. I'll zoom out so I can see what this edit looks like. I've used the artistic section and the cutout. It's taking a second to load. Okay, once you've changed your settings on the cutout filter, you can press OK. The reason why we've duplicated our background here is that you might want to use a layer mask. So if you click on this icon here and then paint using a black brush, so if we select a black brush and then anywhere you paint, you might want to increase the hardness and the size of your brush, then it will reveal your original image that you haven't edited underneath. Put that in. You might want to add some of the detail back into the image. Completely up to you. And leave it like that for the time being. Okay, so now you've edited your image, you're then ready to save the image. And now we need to make a blank canvas that we're going to import this into. So to see the size of our canvas we're going to need to select the whole of this image. So you can either use the marquee tool here and select everything, and then hit Control and C to copy. Now when we go to File and New, the clipboard will recognise automatically the size of the canvas we need. Okay, so File and New, this is the actual size of our canvas at the minute, the actual photograph we're using at the minute. So we want to double that. So 5,186 pixels, if we change that to 10,368, that's double that number, and 3,456, if we double that number. You might want to use a calculator for this. We want our image to be 300 pixels, and we want to make sure we're using 16-bit RGB. Okay, so this is now double the size of our edit here. So now we want to place this edit, so File and Place. We can then place our edit that we've done here. And if you hold down the Shift tool to resize it, and you might want to use the cursor here to resize that as well. Click the tick once you're happy with it, and then we're going to duplicate it. So right click and duplicate layer, or just click and drag it into the post-it note next to the bin at the bottom, and that will create a duplicate. Then we can flip that image. So to flip it, it's Edit, Transform and Flip Horizontal. There we go, we can see them two have now joined together, and now we're going to duplicate another two of them. So we can select both of these layers by holding down Shift and select both layers, and then click and drag into the post-it note to duplicate them again. I can then drag this down underneath, and then we want to rotate them images again. So Image, edit, transform and flip horizontal again. Maybe not. Flip vertical, there we go. Now the image is complete, we just need to crop off this dead area that we've resized a little bit smaller than double. So use the crop tool. You might want to crop your image into a square. This works quite well. Or we can go unconstrained and just use the size of the canvas that we've actually used. I would then screenshot your evidence here and of your filter gallery, and then save this as a JPEG. So we can then print that out for your sketchbook.